Welcome to Copperhead Road Homestead. I'm Ruia.
I'm Daniel. Welcome to our channel. We're going to talk today about some finance issues and some money issues on the homestead, some money advice that's worked for us before our homesteading and since our homesteading. If you're interested in something like that, stay tuned. Let us preface this by saying that we aren't money experts, we aren't financial advisors, we aren't coming from a position of superiority. All we are doing is telling you what has worked for us, what we do in order to manage our funds, in order to stay out of sticky situations. We almost didn't film this because of the current financial situation in the United States and the world. We know it's very difficult for a lot of people right now. People are out of work and people are struggling with not enough work, some economic problems that were going on. We're not saying this at all from a position of superiority. So we've got 6 things. We got 6 things that has worked for us and that we thought of.
Number 1, don't buy things you don't need.
So, there's needs and there's wants. We're saying if money is tight at all or you want to save, then don't buy things that you don't need. Some things are needs and some things are wants. Our opinions, what are things that a lot of people have that are wants and luxuries and not needs?
I feel like a lot of people have very fancy clothes. I would love some fancy clothes, but you go to the rack and it's like $30 or $40 for a shirt. If you can afford that, that is so wonderful. But that is really great. More power to you. Buy all the clothes you can. But if you can't afford it, then cut back your clothes, shop it at thrift stores. You've got to cut out where you can in order to do more later.
You need to prioritize your needs. Some things are more important than others, right? So food is more important than a new $40 blouse. Food comes before a new TV or a phone. Food, medicine, essentials, things that you have to have in order to make it, come before cable TV, subscription services for television or something like that. Again, this is if you're trying to save for the future.
Money's tight and you need to cut back.
Understand the things that are needs and the things that are wants. Some things are needs. Number 2, when you do need to buy something, and you do sometimes, try to find deals for the things that you do need.
I did not grow up in a household where we bothered to check any price. We just got whatever we wanted, and no, we couldn't afford to do that. It's been really good for me to learn how to check prices and see.
You just buy the thing you want. Often, if we buy ketchup, we will buy the off-brand ketchup.
Yeah, it's taken me a really long time to get used to this. I lived with my grandparents and they pretty much got me whatever.
Remember what that money costs you. Everything that you buy, you purchase with a certain amount of your life. Say you make $5 an hour, and whenever you spend $20, it costs you 4 hours of your life for that. And that's actually not even counting taxes or other things that they take out of it. Or for us, when we sell egg, that's, if you count $2 a dozen, that's 10 dozen eggs for $20. So you buy something that costs $20, it costs you 10 dozen eggs. 3,
want less, and that is something that has been a struggle of mine. It's not a good habit to be in.
So buy everything you want. Buy it all. Anything that you want, buy it. Just don't want as much. Convince yourself that you don't want it or that you don't need it, right? Buy anything you want, just don't want as many things. And then you end up being happier. Prioritize your needs, try to find deals for things, want less. And number 4 is don't be proud. Be thrifty, and that means not being proud. So you can shop at
thrift stores, of course, when they're open and stuff like that, on the clearance rack at Walmart.
Or take hand-me-downs, and some of them have been ugly. Well, I guess it was high school. I used to wear some sweaters that somebody gave me. I think these were, from the 80s.
Oh, the Bill Cosby sweater? I like that sweater.
I wore them. I rocked them out. Vintage. Even though they weren't stylish, I wore them anyway. Well, if somebody wants to give you something, if you can use it, accept free things. Shop at thrift stores. Accept things that people are going to give you or willing to give you. Take those things and use them. Number 5.
Put away for emergencies and for future purchases.
Live below your means, not at the limit of your means or hopeful for the future. Just in case money becomes tight in the future, you have money put away that you've saved. Say you make $500 a week. Only spend $400 a week if you can. Some people have difficulty paying an emergency bill of a couple $100s if something comes up. And I know times are tight. It's good to save for those emergencies. emergencies, in case the car breaks down.
The washing machine breaks down.
Something needs repaired, a medical emergency. What are you going to do then? You save for those emergencies. If you can live below your means, that would be a good thing. And this has worked for us. We weren't cheap. I felt like we were kind of extravagant, but we didn't go on all sorts of vacations. A vacation was an extravagancy for us.
But if you can do that, that's really great. It's hard. I feel like it's hard to live below your, I mean, it's gotten easier, but it has not always come natural.
Oh yeah, we cash tax refund checks. Spend your tax refund here. Well, what about not spending it? What about just saving it?
Or put half away.
Number 6.
Be patient.
Rome wasn't built in a day. We did a video not too long ago about propagating blueberry plants. Put a link to it right up here. And instead of buying all the blueberry plants that you want, which we want a lot, to do that's expensive. To buy a bunch of blueberry plants is expensive, but you can buy 1 or 2 and then propagate them. But that takes patience. Part of that is bartering. Instead of buying everything, buy what you need and do what you're good at and then barter for the other things. Just be patient for it. It takes some time to do those things. We wanted all these animals that we have and we want more and we want other things. We couldn't do it all at first. Have to wait to get everything that we want.
Hi.
And number 7, remember that someone will always have more money, more plants, more animals. You gotta be patient. It's not a competition, but if it is a competition, you're probably gonna lose because there's someone who's gonna have more than you.
I think I've heard that since grade school. Not a competition.
I'm kind of a competitive person sometimes. I want to be good. I like to win. It's not about winning or losing. If it was, I would probably lose. Someone will always have more. These are some of our money tips. The reason that we're sharing this is because one of our best videos, the most views that we've had, is how we afford to homestead on 1 income with 4 kids. If you haven't seen that, we'll put a link to it up here. Some people want to homestead and don't feel like they can. What do? It's work. It takes time. We readily admit that we have been very blessed, but we've also said no to a lot of things and worked hard for a lot of things as well. We live in a trailer, and some people don't want to live in trailers. We share the property with my mom and dad, her in-laws, and some people don't want to do that. We bought only a few blueberry plants instead of all the ones that we wanted. We're being patient. We've said no to a lot of things. We prioritize needs over wants.
Stand sideways. My back's about to die.
If you like things like this, like and subscribe, hit that bell notification, make sure to click all notifications, and don't forget that we do a live stream every Sunday night, and we want you to come. That's Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. Check the About page on our YouTube channel, and there's some information there, some ways you can help us, or some more things about us.
All right, bye. Thanks.